one of the earliest divisional games you guys had in a little bit, getting to go to Atlanta this early in the season. How excited are you for the opportunity to have that matchup early in the year?
It's just the next game. We got to get prepared, get ready, make sure that we're firing on all cylinders come Sunday.
You've always said this game has a little extra, being from Atlanta. Haven't won there in a few years. How much does that irk you?
It don't matter. It's the next game we have to play. Just better make sure that we're ready to go.
How does this offense replace Greg Olson?
You ask the same question. If somebody asks the same question after the game, it doesn't change.
Is the Atlanta thing still a thing for you?
What you mean?
I mean, Thomas and Charles would always talk about getting kind of extra hype going down there and playing in that building.
I mean, you guys are really searching for stuff, and it's the next game. I can't stress that enough. Yes, I'm from Atlanta. Yes, it's a division game, but after all that said, you still have to find ways to win, and that's what it comes down to. So I think I'm beyond all the fluff or, trying to find a way to get myself going. I don't need nothing to get myself going. It's the next game. I'm excited to play this game at a high level, and that's what I expect to do on Sunday.
What have you seen early on from this Atlanta defense that you're especially tuned into?
I mean, just their athleticism all around, the field, from the defensive line to the linebacker position, as well as, the secondary. Those guys are an extremely fast team, one of the fastest teams in the league collectively. When you see from sideline to sideline, you just got to get after it and know that, you got to play a good brand of football.
Does the familiarity with the team that you play twice a year, do you think that gives more of an advantage to the offense or to the defense?
I can't answer that. I don't know. I mean, I know, we're very familiar with this team. Certain things that they've done. They've added a couple wrinkles in this offseason that I've seen on film. But at the end of the day, they are who they are, and they're a good team. We know that, and we're a good team too. So it's just going to come down to the team who execute best and protect the football.
Sorry, you've already told us this, but what's Ian Thomas's nickname, and what have you seen out of him that lets you know that he's
Ian's Chief Keef. First time I seen him, he looked like Chief Keef. So, and his expectations are high. I talked to him today and told him, listen, you don't have no room for error. We know who you're replacing. The shoes that you're filling in are extremely big. I wouldn't even be wasting my time or you guys' time or telling you this if I didn't believe in him as a person and as his skill set. He has everything you would want in a premier tight end, but he has to believe in it in himself and know that it just starts with understanding the small things that make a big difference come game time.
Big part of Norv's offense has traditionally been some stretch plays, some shots, which would seem to jive well with your skill set. I don't think you guys did a ton of that week one. Are you kind of looking forward to doing that and kind of getting into that piece of the offense as you guys move forward?
I just want to win. I don't care what we do. Just want to find ways to win football games, and it starts, it's already started, but I just want to keep winning.
When you went back and looked at the tape from your first game, what did you like about what you did in your performance in the offense in general, and what do you feel like you guys needed to step up?
Just staying on rhythm. Staying in that pocket of, plays where 3rd and 2s, 3rd and shorts are at reach rather than 2nd and 1st and longs. I think we had too many penalties, and then we just got to protect the ball in the red zone and execute in the red zone, and that's what it comes down to. For me, trusting what I see, as well as everybody just focusing in just a little bit more and knowing that we can keep a lot of pressure on the opposing team if we just do that.
You guys have a couple new offensive tackles. I know they haven't been here long, but have you gotten to know Corey Robinson at all? And, of course, Chris just got here today, but your early impressions?
Mr. Robinson don't talk much. But I'm I'm gonna crack the code sooner or later. So I had some tea for y'all. And you know, we've got a lot of new faces in that locker room. It's just coming and going and coming and going. But you know, we just got to stay focused and make sure that you know they understand what the expectations are. You know, no one really cares about you know how long it took you, how long you've been here, and you know, people just want to see production. And I'm one of those people, and I'm talking to myself, and more importantly, and everybody else, you know, kind of follow suit. But you know, I think when it really comes down to you know this team, I think we got a lot of leadership and intricate roles, and you know we allow those guys to be who they are.
Is that concerning, Cam, being without both tackles?
Sir?
Is it concerning, I mean, having both starting tackles now on injury?
Now my question back to you is, does it really matter? Because if it is concerning, I still got to do something. And if it's not concerning, I'm still going to have to do whatever I got to do anyway. So at the end of the day, I mean, this is the National Football League where I don't think 32 teams in a year in the history of the football season has all not had injuries. You know, it's what this game is. It's an unforgiving game at times, but at the same time, you know, you just have to roll with the punches and make do to, you know, whatever hand you're given. I'm excited to know and see, you know, what we're capable of. But at the end of the day, it's our job as professionals to max out on our window.
With all that shuffling on the offensive line, how important has Ryan Khalil been, and does it kind of make you appreciate him?
Unwavering, man. He's just been such an important piece to not only this offense but this team. And, you know, a person that leads by example, a vocal leader, as well as a guy that we can expect the same person each and every day.
Cam, how much you keeping an eye on the hurricane and getting ready with your family and everything?
Well, my family's not here; they're in Atlanta.
Going back to your relationship with Atlanta, we've seen you with different rappers from Future, Young Jeezy, Migos. Is there one particular rapper that you cherish, like as a personal relationship?
I mean that's kind of personal, but you know, Atlanta has been the mecca of music, you know, for the last century, I believe. You know, I don't want to disrespect, you know, cities or states. It's just facts from, you know, music producing and just the wave of music and whatever. So it is what it is. I have a lot of different plugs of getting around in Atlanta, and it's pretty cool to say so.
You mentioned that you wanted to see the offense clicking on all cylinders. When the defense is able to have sort of a game-changing play like they did at the end of the Dallas game, does that inspire you even more to?
Oh, no doubt. You know, when you see the guys that you would expect making plays, the Peps, the Super Marios, the, you know, Captain America, I mean, he all scared us when he went down, but you know, it's just inspiring just to feed off that. And more importantly, you know, it kind of gets everybody back on rhythm and you know, just, you know, we all know going into a hostile environment in Atlanta, you know, we all have to hold our end of the bargain. And that's all three phases of football. And Coach always says that, you know, we just got to play complementary football. When the defense is locked in, we got to make sure that offensively, you know, we have good field position and we make the opposing team pay for it.
What's your impressions of Matt Ryan as a fellow quarterback?
That's not important.
Cam, what were your thoughts on playing in their new building last year? I know you had a lot of memories of the Georgia Dome. Just any thoughts on how that facility played?
It was a game that we could have won. It was closer than I think the scoreboard kind of entailed. You know, we just got to start faster, and everybody just gain confidence from each other. And if we do that, I know that it will probably be louder, being that this is their first home opener, and you know, it's a division game. So I think everything is pointing to we just got to be on our A game this week, as in any other week. But I've just got to reiterate the cliche things that us football players must say.
You don't have to.
You're pretty adamant about the Sunday giveaways when the Panthers score a touchdown, but noticed you let Alex Arma keep his first touchdown. Is that kind of a tradition that if you score your first touchdown, you get to keep the ball?
Well, that's been something. If you go back, if it's their first touchdown, I can remember when Fawn scored his first touchdown. I'm reaching right now. I don't know, but usually, when you hear, it in their voice, no, bro, please, this is my first. It's hard to take it from them, but I can take it. But I don't want them to have no hard feelings on the sideline. So it's something to cherish.
The Eagles have run this Philly special thing now twice in 2 games. The last 2 games, is that something that you're still waiting for?
Man, listen, I've been here for 8 years, and I just got 1 receiver, 1 reception. I have the best hands on the team. No kidding, no facade. I catch the ball every single snap when we're in shotgun. So it's kind of like catching the ball from the jug machine. So I have adequate practice, and I'm a mismatch out there,
If you caught a touchdown, would that be one ball you might keep?
No. Never kept any. No, I remember when I, set the record and I gave that one away. That would have probably been the only one I would have thought about keeping. But it's no fun if you bottling all this joy for yourself. This game is giving me so much, and I just want to kind of, have it contagiously given to somebody else. So have somebody else have a story to tell.
Not to belabor a point that you didn't seem all that interested in talking about Atlanta, but is this the one game where you get slammed from aunts and cousins and whomever looking for tickets, or is that every Sunday?
It's a lot of copy and paste StubHub texts going on right now. So, StubHub got some tickets. Just know that, and the tickets that I'm offering, you do better watching it in your living room anyway, because you're gonna be up there. So.
Do you get a chance to sneak home and see the kids, on a weekend like this, even briefly?
I pretty much got it. I have my times when I go to Atlanta, subtle times. So I see them enough.
Thanks, Cam. Appreciate it.
Thank you.